Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do a Betty Boop inspired makeup look. It's not inspired, I'm going to try and turn myself into her. But first, make sure that you hit the subscribe button on this channel so that you do not miss any upload. Now, what I'm doing first is trying to make my hair look like hers, especially at the front, because this is her signature hairstyle. I've just taken an old wig, I'm trimming it, and I'm using the Got To Be Glue gel. Got to be glue, yes, gel, and I'm just going to apply it like at the front just to hold the hairs down. This is a synthetic wig, but that gel is really strong, so yeah, we are just doing the hair first. Now that I'm satisfied with somehow how the hair looks, I am going to proceed with my eyebrows. And the first thing you notice about Betty Boop is that she has really thin, sad looking eyebrows. You know, they make her face look sort of sad and innocent at the same time. Yeah, it's sort of that kind of combination. So I'm not going to be featuring my eyebrows here because we are trying to look like a cartoon. So I'm just going to use the Got To Be Glue gel again for my eyebrows, and I'm just going to do this to smoothen them down. So I've just applied a little bit on the spoolie and then flattened my eyebrows, and then now I'm just going to powder that area just to make sure that they're no longer visible on my face. Of course the glue has to dry fast, and then now you powder the area to make sure that none of my natural brows are visible, because we are going to try and look like an animation, and of course animated eyebrows are not natural. Yes. For this next step, we're going to apply foundation, and the foundation that I'm using, excuse me for the crude application, but I just decided to go Meredith Duxbury style. Yes, apply with my bare fingers. So I know that foundation looks a bit ridiculous on my skin, but it does match my neck. So I normally use it, but I did mix two foundations. I mixed the Clinique Even Better foundation in the shade Spice, and I also mixed it with the Fenty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 420, sorry. And yeah, we are just dabbing it into our skin and making sure that it is flawless. So I'm just using a beauty blender to do that, and I'm carefully avoiding my hair because I don't want anything to happen to that hair. Most of the time it's always advisable to do your makeup. I don't know, do people do their makeup first before their hair? I feel like makeup should go I feel like hair should go fast, yes. But yeah, some people actually do their makeup first and then their hair. Yep, so it's now the fun time. We're going to do our eyebrows, and you guys are just gonna see clearly her eyebrows look innocent and very sad at the same time. But in that era that the cartoon was drawn, and of course I heard that this cartoon was drawn based on a person. Yes, so we are actually using an eyeliner pen for this step. That's what I've used. I'm using the Note Cosmetics eyeliner pen, and I'm just drawing the shape first, and then after drawing the shape and making sure that they are balanced, I am going to fill that in. Not really filling it in, make it thicker. Yes, I'm going to make sure that the eyebrows are thicker. They are really black because we are going to look a bit animated. That's why I said it's not really an inspiration, but it's like we are trying to convert ourselves into her. Betty Boop has a round face, sort of round, sort of heart-shaped face. I have a long face, but we are still going to do this because all things are possible. And then right now what I'm doing is that I am trying to like do my eyeshadow, and I'm trying to make it as comical as possible, as animated as possible. So I'm using a dark brown eyeshadow. Yeah, just not a pen, just a dark brown eyeshadow color. And I'm trying to apply it like, you know, avoiding my eyelid actually. So I'm drawing, let's say, the outline of a false eyelid. That's what I'm doing there with the dark brown eyeshadow. And what you're seeing me doing right now with that brush is that I'm using concealer so that there's a contrast between the eyeshadow and the rest of the surrounding skin next to the eyeshadow. So the concealer is slightly lighter than my foundation, and the one I'm using is the Illegal Pro Conceal Concealer, and that is the shade Fawn. So we want to create contrast so that we can look animated and comical. And then I'm going to take the same concealer shade and apply it at the center of the false eyelids that I have created. So that's what you guys are seeing me doing there. I'm just applying that concealer at the center of my eyelids. Yes, so those are my new fake eyelids. You can call them that. And as you can see, they look absolutely comical. At this point, I'm almost sure I could pass for a grandma, but patience pays, patience pays. So now, right now what I'm doing is that after that concealer has sort of dried down, I'm just going to apply a brown eyeshadow on it to set it. So that is what I'm doing right now, a lighter shade of brown. It's not the same dark brown shade that I used to draw the outline of the eyelids. And then afterwards, I'm just right now filling in again with the dark brown, just to ensure that there is a contrast and that we can see the dark brown and the light brown visibly. Now for the fun part, we are going to draw, you know, the big eyes, because Betty Boop's main characteristic is her big eyes. So we don't want our tiny human eyes in this case. Yeah, I might have drawn that a little bit crooked, but we'll rectify that. And then after we've drawn the outline of where we want our eyes to reach, we are going to fill in with a white eyeshadow. For me, I've used a white eyeshadow. You can use anything white paint for as long as it is safe to be used around the eyes. There are some products that are not safe for use around the eyes, so make sure that you're using eye-friendly products. So I'm just using an eyeshadow, basically, a white one. And what I'm doing is that I'm just applying it inside the area that I drew to create an extra large eye, if that makes any sense. Because her main characteristic is actually her big eyes. Okay, right now I'm just taking an eyeliner, a white eyeliner by Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to apply it on my waterline so that you don't see where my eye starts or ends. That's the main point. Yeah, because we want our eyes to look as big as possible. So I'm just going to go back in with a dark brown pencil and continue outlining my new eye so that we have the biggest eyes we can possibly get. I know it's giving eye bags right now. It's giving horrible eye bags. I could pass for a Disney villain, but patience pays, patience pays. I'm now going to highlight the area under the eyes just to make sure that they contrast with the actual eye, and I'm going to use concealer in this case, and the concealer that I'm using is still the Illegal Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Fawn. So I'm just going to apply it like the areas I want highlighted, and the one that I'm using there is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, and that one is really bright compared to my skin tone. And there's a reason I'm doing this. I have to create a youthful look because already the eyes are giving eye bags. Yeah, but be patient. It's going to turn out well. Watch this video to the end if you want to see the final result. Make sure that you're also subscribed and you like this video. and comment down below what other makeup look that you'd really love to see on this channel, and I will definitely deliver for you. So this is brightening. I'm making sure that her under eyes are bright because, you know, bright under eyes are very youthful, as I said. So I'm gonna tap in the concealer, and then I'm just going to contour my nose naturally. I won't really do like a fake comical nose. I'll just do my normal nose. And after contouring, the contour shade has to be darker than your normal skin tone. After contouring, we are going to blend that in with a blender, a beauty blender. And I normally like to use just one beauty blender for the entire makeup look. You don't have to use many, you can just use different sides of the same beauty blender, just to save on work. Yeah, so right now what I'm doing, what I've done with that pen that you're seeing me use, that is the pen from Zaron Cosmetics that I absolutely love. It's a black eyeliner pen. What I'm doing with it is that I'm just putting very thin lines just to create contrast in the areas that had created shadows with. Yeah, so that I can create like animated contrasts. And then after that, I'm going to use the same pen to draw my what are they called, eyelashes, because she has like some really big eyelashes, you know, on her eyes. Yeah, and I'm also going to like make sure that my waterline is black and dark and tight. Yeah, using the same eyeliner. So the eyelashes, we have to draw them so that it can be animated and comical, and it will just make the entire look come together, as you guys will see. Okay, next I'm going to draw her lips, and what you should notice about her lips is that they are heart-shaped. So you can literally draw a heart shape on your mouth. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make my upper lip normal, and then I'm going to reduce the size of my lower lip, which will just make it look sort of heart-shaped. And what I'm using is a reddish maroonish lip pencil, and that's what I've used to draw the outline. And then now I'm going to go in with some concealer mixed with foundation just to make sure that there is a contrast to cover up the lip parts, my natural lips that I left out on my lower lip. So as you can see, I've reduced the size of my lower lip by almost half, so that it gives the illusion of a heart-shaped lip. And then afterwards, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fill in my entire lips using the red pencil, so that when I apply the lipstick, it really looks red. This is the reddest lipstick I own. It might not be the reddest red. Sort of feels like it has like pinkish undertones, like it's blue. It's a bluish red, but it will do. So this is the Maybelline Superstay lipstick. I believe that's the shade Short Cola, which is 325, I believe. Okay, so I'm just going to fill that in, and then I believe there is just one more step for this, because Betty Boop is not very complicated. Mostly her eyes and her lips are her predominant feature. And yes, the final step is actually the blush. Our look is not complete. A Betty Boop look, makeup look, is not complete without blush. And she would put lots of it, like she was painted with a lot of blush, basically. And I'm just putting blush where her cheeks would be. This look would really look good if you really have the, you know, the sort of heart-shaped face that she actually has, or a bit roundish face. It would look really better. But still, it did come out great.